Well, split pea soup, the ham before, into this. Let's see how we make it. It's so good. Well, we were supposed to get this done in the morning, but we were so busy and everything else, and it's getting a little late, and it takes 10 hours. 8 to 10 hours on low, so this is just going to be for us for meal preps for this week and for our freezer. It's already 4:20, so yep, we're going to be letting this go for a little while. But we got our ham. This is a little different. I got this recipe. It's called Sally's Split Pea Soup from Wisconsin, and this is out of our Fix It and Forget It cookbook. My wife loves this, so we got everything done. Let me get this thing going. We got the big crock pot. So you're supposed to wash and sort your split peas, remove any stones, then combine all these ingredients in the slow cooker. That's it. So I already washed them out, and now this is like a rock. So I'm just gonna boom, try to get that boom. All right, that is interesting, everybody. Look at that. That's what you get when it just sits around. But we're gonna break this up, and we're doubling this. And my wife likes her split pea soup so much more thick. So I add a little bit more. So this is a one recipe. It asks for 1 pound package of split peas. So this is about 2.5, because she just loves it. So thick. We keep potato flakes around. So I got the split peas in there. We'll get that all in there. And I don't like split pea soup, but this is split pea soup and then some. All right, so then it asks for a ham hock. Well, if you saw my video of we did the ham, there's my ham hock with a bunch of ham. But we're gonna put that right in the middle there. We're gonna add more ham to it. That was from that ham hock, because we like the ham. And this ham is so good. Oh yeah, let's just, oh yeah, that's great, great ham. We're gonna split this around. This ham is just gonna melt right in there. Do we have this on? Yes, we do. And then we had some more ham from a long time ago. So we're gonna chuck that in there. And if you don't have a ham hock or so, you could always get ham like this, a whole package of it. Cut it up, slice it up, or just throw it in. Oh, that ham is so good, everybody. Then it calls for 1 carrot diced. Well, my wife loves her carrots. She loves this so much. So we get this, and we kind of roughly chop them up. So we're gonna chuck those in there. Now it's 1 pound. Quite a bit of carrots, but you could always add more. So that's 1 pound. She loves her carrots. 1 onion diced. So we got 1.5 onions. We're just going to toss that in there. We're going to give that. Okay. Then it calls for celery, 1 rib. That's not enough for my wife, so she did like about 5 or 6 and just roughly cut them. Ooh, that's not what you wanted in there, Jane. So she loves her soups and stews, and we're making this not like this recipe, close enough, but we're adding a lot more. She likes her soups and stews and everything like that, like a whole, oh, hello ham. And we can't let that ham just sit there and get away. Wow, that ham is going to make this so good. So she likes it so thick. So we got that in there. Now it calls for 2 quarts, but since we're doing doubling this, we're going to add 1 gallon, 4 quarts. So let's get that in there. we're going to hold off because we got to get our potatoes in it. It calls for 3 potatoes, so we did 5, and we diced those potatoes up. So we're going to get those in there. And this is doubling it. Look how big that is getting. Wow. So we're going to add a little bit more water. Now those peas are going to start absorbing this water and dropping it. So I'm okay doing it like this. Okay. Now let's get our seasoning in there. They call for 1 bay leaf. So since we're doubling this, we're going to put 2 bay leaves in there. Let's get ourselves a nice big bay leaf. So we're going to put 1 right there. Let's go. Oh, look at that bay leaf. That's beautiful. I like putting the bigger ones in because it's easier to find. I'm putting 3 in today, I think. There we go. So, calls for 1, I put 3 in. Now, 2 whole allspices. Okay? So since we're doubling, that would be 4. And I'm going to add another one. Another 2. All right. I like, for me, to put in a little dill, freeze-dried. So we're going to put a little bit of that in there. Just a little bit, not a ton, everybody. Just like that. Then it calls for pepper and sugar. But I also like putting in some chives. Just a little bit. Just on top like that. So now we got the chives done. So we're going to close that up. And I'm going to put the pepper in there. Let me get my fresh cracked pepper. And they're calling for this one, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. You know, this is how we like to do it. I think that's enough pepper. And then it calls for that teaspoon of sugar. So let me grab the teaspoon. Now, that seems like a lot of sugar to me. So I'm just going to add about maybe 1.5. Okay. There we go. Or I would call for a little bit more. So, look how easy that recipe is, everybody. That's it. That's the whole thing. Cover. Ooh, yep. And let sit on low for 8 to 10 hours. Okay, remove the ham bone. Cut the meat off and dice it. Return the meat to soup. Stir thoroughly. Remove the bay leaves before serving. This is it, everybody. That's it. That's how simple it is. We're going to put this off to the side, and this is going to be for Jane's meals this week and my son, and this is going to be for me over the road, and then the rest goes in our freezer, so when it's a slow day or a slow week or I don't have enough time, boom, she's got an excellent meal. This tastes so much better the next day, the day after. You freeze it, it's even better. So let's just leave this. Just this is it. A simple split pea soup. Just wait till you see it. Well, it's 1:15 in the morning, everybody. We finally got our soup done. And I took the lid off just to let it thicken up because my wife likes it extra thick, but just look at how beautiful that is. See, this is going to be good. The ham kind of melted in, and that is nice and thick. We're going to make up our meal preps for this and our frozen. So, I have my bowl here, and we're going to try this out. Let's see here, get a spoon. Wow, honey, that's how you like it, like paste. My wife likes it like paste, like this. Let me get a little juice in there. I brought this out to cool down a little bit. Wow, that's got some really good flavor to it. The ham really brings this out. The carrots are not mush. They got just a little bit of snip to them. The potatoes broke down, made it nice and thick. Oh yeah, everybody, that's good eating right there. That's really good eating. I think you would love this. We're making up small little bowls for it, and then we got the 32, and that's what's going to be for the freezer. So let's get this packaged up. Well, everybody, early in the morning, we finally got this done. It was a hectic day. We had so much going on in the morning, we could not even get to the cooking. So we're going to get this, let it cool for a little bit, get it put away. But do all that great stuff. Subscribe, you know, thumbs up for a like, comments. Tell me if you made this. Tell me if you tried it, if you tweaked it a little bit. The rest will be out. And hit the little bell for notification. Really a simple all day. It takes 8 to 10 hours. Perfect when you first get up in the morning, put it in your crock pot, have everything in there, and just let it be. If you wanted to get it thicker, you take off the lid, you have it go for about 30-40 minutes. Gets a little messy on the edges and that, but it gets nice and thicker, and that's how my wife likes it. So until the next recipe, everybody, we'll see you then. Have a great week. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.